put your hope in grace, not in money. Like money is actually a factor that people actually put their hopes on. And money determines, in today's world, money determines how happy one can be. You can be like sad because you don't have money and all that, but this is the truth. Money will always come and go. What matters is what you use that money to do, right? What you actually make out of that money when you have it. So it's always important to actually put your hope in your grace, because putting your hope in your grace is you indirectly saying, okay, I know what I'm made of. I know that God put me here for a reason, and I know that I'm not going to be a failure. Even if things are not going the way I want right now, things are going to be better with time. So I'm not going to put my hope on material things just because, like, the government said the money has value. Money has value only because, like, a government declared that it does have value, and of course we need money to buy everything that we want, right? So money will always come and go, but your grace is what makes you shine as a person. So if you put your hope in your grace, everyone has a grace, everyone has God in him, everyone has a destiny that they're supposed to accomplish, right? So you putting your hope in your grace is you telling God that, okay, I'm putting my hope in you because I know that what you made me out of is greatness. What you made me out of is purely sensational, is great, and I know that I'm going to flourish in this world no matter what. So if money finishes in your hand, forget about it. Just lay low for a bit and do your hard work. Do what you are. That's why it's very, very important to have a skill that you're doing, have a hustle that you're doing with your hands. If money finishes in your hand, don't panic at all. Know that, okay, definitely if I go back solo and start working again, I will be able to get my money back. There are a lot of times that I actually lose money, especially in business. You have to get the money, remove your profits most of the times, and most of the time the profit is small. So most of the time you have to get your money, remove your profits, and reinvest back the capital into your business. Because if you just do one mistake and not invest that money, before you get capital again to run your business, it will be very, very hard. And business is capital. Your capital, once your capital is not secure, you have a problem, because restocking is a problem, paying of salaries, paying of bills, repairs, different things. That's your capital. That's where your capital comes in. So put your put your hope in grace. Everything you are doing, pray for grace, pray for opportunity, pray for greatness, pray for God to come through for you, because that's the only way that money will be able to come through for you easily. Money comes when there is grace attached to it, and then it will even last more when that grace is sufficient in your life. So that's why you have to pray for grace, like your grace to shine. That's why every single day I pray for God's grace to shine upon my life, His mercies to shine upon my life, because like, life is just a mystery. Today you have, tomorrow you don't have. Today you have, tomorrow you don't have. You return back to being frustrated, how you always feel down and everything. So don't put your hope in money. You're always going to find yourself feeling low on energy and feeling sad all the time. It's not going to help you. It's not going to even help your life or anyone around you. So just put your hope in grace. Every single day, kneel down and pray to your God. If you are traditional, seek your ancestors and tell them that, okay, Lord, I want your grace to cover me. If you want to actually start making meaning out of your life, start putting your hope in grace. Start praying for grace. Start praying for grace to come true for you. Start praying for a destiny filled with grace, because grace makes things easier. Grace makes things come at a very, very good opportunity. Don't pray for money, pray for grace, because money is materialistic. It's always going to come and go. Pray for that grace to always attract that money, because that grace is that magnet. Just think of grace as a magnet that is in your life, because when you have grace, you attract things, not just even money. When you have grace, you attract peace of mind, you attract things that money cannot buy. You attract a good life, you attract good health. You are just exceptional when you have grace. And when the grace is sufficient in your life. So pray for grace rather than praying for money. I started doing this in my life, and my life has been changing all this time. My life has been changing. I always pray for grace. And then when I go out to do my business and hustle and everything, money comes. Money comes. I attract money. I attract money effortlessly. I just see customers who come. Don't think that I don't have bad days. I also do have bad days. But let me not call them bad days. I have slow days when things are actually slow. But it's actually good because it gives you time to reassess, rethink, and check around you how things have been going. It's not always going to be like traffic. You understand? It's not always going to be like fast. I don't even want